What's up, YouTube? Today I'm going to be doing a deck profile on my Mystic Mind deck. I know this deck has been getting a lot of um, backlash in the community because it's like a very degenerate deck. But I just wanted to test it out. It's the first weekend that this deck was actually legal. So I took this deck to two tournaments on Saturday. I took it to a case tournament and then a regular locals that started later that day. I'll go more in depth into my matches after the deck profile. But I went X3 the case tournament one. I came in like I think 19th place. I think I was the highest place X3. It didn't really matter. I didn't get any prizes. And then I went X1 the second locals, but I got one of my wins was a bye, so I was like placed really low with the X1, so I didn't top. But I did get some good testing with this deck, or you could say testing. The deck wasn't too, I guess, overpowered. Well, I mean, my opponents probably thought it was really overpowered, but I didn't feel like this deck was like always in a commanding spot. Like you have to think about a lot of your plays, so it really wasn't like autopilot. Yeah, without further ado, I'll just go with the deck. I'll stop rambling. Oh yeah, one more thing. I did not play the Wave Motion Cannon build, just because I felt like that build wasn't as consistent as the Chain Burn variant. Because if they Twin Twist your Wave Motion Cannon, then like you lose your win condition. But in the end, I saw a bunch of like top 8 lists, and like I think one list got first place in San Jose, and he was playing Wave Motion Cannon, so I might consider playing that if I do decide to ever play this deck again. So yeah, without further ado, the monsters. You only play 3, just Lilith. This card's really good because it's like a cost effect, so it gets around a lot of effects. Like game 1, when your opponent has like Ash, Veiler, and Permanence, this just like dodges it, so it's really good. So that's the only monster we play. We don't play any hand traps because you play Demise. We play Triple Mystic Mine. This card is the new card that came out that everyone's like losing their mind over. I'll probably explain it. So if your opponent has more monsters than you do, they can't attack or activate effects anywhere, like hand, field, grave. And then it applies for you if you have more monsters. And then at the end phase, if your opponent and you control the same amount of monsters, you destroy this card. So generally, you don't want to activate this card turn 1 unless you have a field barrier. Which, yes, I do play field barrier because it's pretty funny. But yeah, that's the main card of the deck. That's your win condition. Then we play some draw power. We play triple pot of extravagance. Yeah, unfortunately, this deck isn't really budget because you definitely need this card in this deck to make it viable, as well as Trap Trick. But yeah, this card was really good all weekend. Didn't really conflict with anything except for the card of demise, which wasn't really too bad because you'd activate this, and if you draw into your card of demise, if you had like the Mystic Mine lock set up and everything, then you're gonna probably get an next turn, so you can like use demise. Sorry if there's like noise in the background. I think someone's like doing the lawn outside. And then triple duality because this does not conflict with your pot of extravagance. And the good part, like the best part about this deck is when you have Mystic Mine up, your opponent can't ash any of this or droll you because they can't activate card effects. And then we play the triple card demise, infinite draw power. And then we play 2 terraforming just to see your Mystic Mine. And then my spicy tech. I didn't really see anyone playing this, but it was Field Barrier. This card says field spells cannot be activated after this card is on the field, and then your field spells cannot be destroyed by card effects. I kind of misplayed against the dinosaur player during the case tournament because I activated this, just tried to bait out like a Tornado Dragon, and then I was like, oh wait, I can't play my Mystic Mine. So I was like, well, I screwed myself over. And then for one ofs, just 1 Chain Strike because this is the Chain Burn variant. I think I resolved it once, and it was only for like, I believe 1600, so it wasn't that bad. That wasn't that big. 1 Demise of the Land. This card's pretty cool too. What this says is when your opponent special summons a monster, you can activate a field spell. So it just helps you dig for Mystic Mine. And then the other one of is one day of peace. Just generic. I cited this out a lot because I didn't really want to see it with Pot of Extravagance because it's like I know you can't activate Demise, but I rather not see this because this is only a +1 or like a draw 1. Well, I rather like it's easier to I don't know if I'm making sense, but like I rather play this with a drawback of not using it rather than seeing this and a drawback of not using it. So that's it for the spells. I'm not sure how many spells I play, but it's a lot. So you do lose anti-spell. Fun fact. And then we play triple Trap Trick. This card's probably the best card in the deck. Besides Mystic Mine, because you just like play a bunch of 3-of traps and just like you see them all the time. And then to complement that, we play a bunch of traps. We play your triple Metaverse just to see Mystic Mine turn 1. Geometrio just so we can give your opponent monsters so they're not like because pretty much a lot of people were just like not summoning anything, but then I'm like Geometrio and then they were like oh, so that was funny. There were actually quite a few Mystic Mind players at the case tournament. There was like, I think 5, including myself, and I think 2 of them got top 8. And then triple Just Desserts, and then triple Secret Barrel, and your triple Secret Blast. So these all do the same. They just burn your opponent for a lot of damage. This is really funny too. I caught a lot of people off guard because they would just Twin Twister this and or like Tornado Dragon this, and I would just do an extra 1,000. So it was pretty funny. And then the side deck, it's pretty weird. I didn't really like. I wasn't expecting to play the mirror match, which spoiler alert, I did. So this side deck was pretty bad versus that. Triple Lava Golem. I did not see during the case tournament, but during the other tournament that was just a locals, I did see against a true Draco player, but I did eventually lose because that's probably your hardest matchup. And then double border, I don't know why I put this in. It was like, oh, it's a stun card and it can beat over Denko. Triple cherries because we play a bunch of cherries targets, but this card's really bad. I don't think I'll play that again. 1 macro just for Draco. 1 dark bribe. 1 wiretap just for like red reboot and like Twin Twister and stuff. 1 Solemn Warning, just for Denko. And then the Spice is the Triple Wake and the Dragon. This won me my game against Dinos because he hit this with Tornado Dragon, where like he had like 4 cards in hand. I had this set and like 1 card in hand. So like in theory he didn't have to pop this, but he did, and I summoned Ultima Falcon, and he already had a Ultimate Conductor in Grave. So and he sided 1 out because he's like he didn't expect me to have any monsters. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, overall my matchups were 2 Dinos for the case tournament. I beat both of them. 1 Madolche, I beat him. I lost to a Salamangreat player, and then I lost to a Danger Orcust. Yes, that's the deck. I hope you guys like it. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. Peace.